live from Detroit, Michigan. This is the Honestly Sis podcast. Welcome. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever this podcast may find you. I hope that it finds you in great spirits. My name is Honest Am. I am the creator and writer of the Honestly Sis podcast, a podcast that is all about normalizing the spiritual journey and letting you know that you are not alone in this thing called life. And today I'm not going to be on here a very long time. And so in this time, I want to talk all about doubt. Last week on our last podcast episode, we talked about a case for doubt and how doubt is so important in the scientific method. And so now we're going to go and do some reading. We're going to pull some cards, get some advice from our ancestors about doubt. Now, I do want to say, I don't want to spoil it for everybody, but I have just recently watched the most recent episode of the Ironheart, which is a Marvel, Disney Plus series. I just recently watched that episode of their finale, and of course the villains always have the best line, and I'm not going to spoil it all for you, but there was this one line where this character is having a dark night of the soul moment, and he's like, my life is over, I don't have anything. The villain was literally like, how exciting. I think so many of us, we get ourselves in predicaments and situations where we feel like, oh my God, I'm going to lose everything. And the lose everything is a life that you don't even give a fuck about. It's a job you don't care about, a house that ain't nothing. You're not really living. So it doesn't really matter if it goes away. I really was watching this Ironheart series, and I felt like it was a case study about how sometimes the worst moments in your life could really be springboarding you towards your destiny, right? And so this message, we're going to get into it. It's all about forgetting about having doubt and worrying about that and knowing that in your darkest moments that you're going to be okay, all right? All right, now I'm going to because this podcast episode is going to be all about a case on doubt. And so we're going to go into my cards, the notes of the universe, and we're just going to see, what does our ancestors have to say about a doubt? You know what? Let's just take a moment. Let's just center ourselves. I've been going, and I'm rushing. And I think that's a message right there. Why are we rushing to do the things that we know we want to do? We need to just slow down. And so instead of just jumping into the reading, I'm going to be obedient and take a moment to just take a breath. Wherever you are, put one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, and just breathe. Take a deep inhale in through your nose, out your mouth with a sigh. One more time, take a deep inhale in through your nose, out your mouth with a sigh. Take another deep inhale in through your nose and out your mouth with a sigh. Whenever you are feeling moments of doubt, frustration, anger, just take a moment and take a breath, okay? Let's take a breath. All right. I feel so much better. Now we can get started. All right. What do your ancestors have to say to you about doubt? Pucker up, buttercup. Pucker up, buttercup. Being fair and reasonable will earn you respect and admiration, but being genuinely kind will make you a total love magnet. Go for the love, the universe. This pucker up buttercup, I just feel like it's saying like if you are having moments of doubt, you're not gonna have doubt for long. It's telling you to just get excited. It's telling you to get your, get your lips ready, because it actually made me feel like if you're doubting some love, that mean that love is coming in. If you're doubting your career path, it's saying like just things are about to get really sweet for you. You're about to be loved and cared for, so stop stressing out. The other message that we have is no two flowers are the same, yet they are all beautiful in their own way. Your ancestors are just trying to remind you that there is no one like you in this world. Sorry. There's only one copy of you. There's only one you. So that means that there's only you that can bring certain things about in the world. There's only certain things that you are capable of doing. And so the ancestors are saying if you're having a moment of doubt, they ask you to just push through that, because the universe needs you. The universe needs you and your energy out in this world. The last message is you will be surprised. I started this message off talking all about the most recent episode of Ironheart, and it was the finale episode, so I'm not going to give it all away. But there was the character having a real dark night of the soul moment where they were feeling like their life was over, and they're like, I'm rock bottom and I don't have anything. I can't go back to this old life. And the villain said, how exciting. How can we start looking at these moments of doubts, or looking at these moments of when we think, oh, we're about to lose it all, and look at it like, ooh, the universe about to do something. Ooh, the universe is about to surprise me, because this is what it says. You will be surprised. And matter of fact, it reminds me of, speaking of Ironheart, Cree Summers is in there. If you didn't know, definitely go check it out. But Cree Summers recently did an interview with Shan Booty, Angel number 7 on the clock. And in that episode, she talked about being growing up as a nomad, and how they would they would live off the land. They didn't know what would happen day to day. And whenever they would find themselves going against obstacles, instead of being sad, or instead of being scared, or forever, or instead of feeling like, oh my God, the worst is happening, her dad used to look at it as an adventure. And that's what I feel like the universe is saying. Oh my God, one more time. Sometimes the good is hidden again. So if you are having a down moment, I cussed out somebody, I cussed out a quote unquote manager yesterday. And I felt really guilty about it, and I felt really bad, and I called my mom and I was crying, because I'm like, I do so much work and I'm so mad that I allowed somebody to get me out of my character. But the truth of the matter is, I was being disrespected in that moment, and I stood up for myself when nobody else stood up for me. And if I lose my job for standing up for myself and for speaking for myself, then that was just not the job for me. Right? So it's like, instead of looking at everything as, oh my God, this is the end, how can we look at it as an adventure? How can we look at it with curiosity and wondering, hey, what is the universe up to? What is the universe trying to get me through? Okay? All right. Dear God, guardian angels, and ancestors, I want you to clarify this message of you will be surprised. No two flowers are the same. And sometimes the good is hidden. What do we need to know about this message? Of course, our pucker up buttercup. I do feel like some love is coming in for some of you guys. So if you've been feeling lonely, you're not going to be lonely for long. Just hold in there, baby. Just hold in there a little bit tight. Everything's going to be all right. All right, God, what do we need to know? A case for doubt. Why is it so important for us to move through these feelings of doubt and not get stuck? Allow no room for doubt and confusion in me or the viewer's mind. Ooh, these are upside down. Somebody's tower falling. This is the second day. I don't know if I posted it, but this is the second day that this tower card has came out. And so for some of you guys, some realities are, your reality is about to change. You are about to go through, you're experiencing doubt, because what you used to believe in, what you used to put your value in, it may be going away. But like I said in the beginning, if it's not truly a reflection of you, is it really a bad thing if you lose this thing? I want you to really, if anything is falling away, if it's a relationship, if it's a job, if it's a project that's just not working out anymore, I want you to just ask yourself, instead of being so mad that it's not working out, can you just step back and ask, okay, what is the universe trying to tell me? What is the universe trying to show me? And then maybe you will see that this tower is actually leading you to a new beginning. Oh my God, this tower, Eight of Swords is underneath this. So somebody is feeling very trapped. Somebody is feeling very trapped. Oh, that's what it is. You've been feeling very trapped for a long time. And so you have been doing affirmations. You have been doing sound healings. You've been doing all the things. You've been praying. You've been waiting for a blessing. And the blessing is going to come about in a tower moment. And what the universe is trying to let you know is, don't be nervous when this tower happens. I understand nobody wants to be inconvenienced. Nobody wants to lose their job. Nobody wants to lose a relationship. But there's something about this loss or this tower moment that is actually opening you up for something better. It's actually leading the way for greater. Okay. But what may be stopping some of that is because what led to this tower moment is a conversation. Maybe you said something to somebody that they didn't like, and it really made you kind of defensive, and now you're feeling like you are an imposter, and so you're walking on eggshells. But really, this tower moment, all of this is really coming about for you to like see like how much you have grown. The Six of Cups, to me, you know, some people say that this is a card that talks about like somebody giving something to you. But to me, I always look at this as if you are gifting something to your younger self. And so you have been feeling, very trapped. You have been feeling like your time and your money has been constrained. You've been working on this job you've been working on an endeavor for a very long time, but your ships are coming. They're coming in. This tower moment is going to, it's gonna shake your foundation, but it is happening because it is trying to get you to stop feeling so trapped and for you to see that you are the emperor of your life. Okay. Yeah, and some of you guys are trying to distract yourself from the feelings and from the betrayal and from everything that has happened. And you don't need to distract yourself. You just actually need to feel it and go through it, okay? All right, so let's read what came out. So no two flowers are the same, yet all are beautiful in their own way. What came out is the Eight of Cups for this card. The Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups talks about putting your time and energy into an endeavor. And it's just not, after a while, you realizing that it's just not going to work out. And I get why you would have doubt. You know, you've been working on something for a very, very long time, and it's not, you're not seeing the end result that you want to see. And so now you want to turn away. Now you want to like just give up on this thing. Well, it's not that you want to give up on this thing. You have to give up on this thing, and you're heartbroken about this. But the universe is saying you're going to be surprised. This heartbreak is actually leading you to something greater. I just feel like whatever this tower moment is, it's going to shake you. I'm not going to mince words. Like, it's going to shake you, but it's helping you become untrapped. And so again, instead of focusing on the uncertainty, instead of focusing on all the things that are going wrong, I really want you to, in this moment, to have an adventure. When anything is going wrong or anything is, not going as planned, I want you to just get curious and be like, what is the universe up to? How is the universe trying to surprise me? Okay. Remember, we are spiritual beings and we live in an energetic plane. And so if you stay stuck in this down, doubtful, worried energy, then you won't be able to transmute and move through the heartbreak and get on the other side. Okay. And so for the right now, what may be affecting you, if this tower has not already failed, and that may be, and it may be, I kind of feel like the tower has fallen. The tower has already fallen. And so you're feeling heartbreaking about the tower that has fallen. Some of you guys contribute to it. You kind of feel like, oh, I wish I didn't say this. I wish I would have, been a nicer person. But I was just listening to this podcast episode, the Optimist podcast with Estelle on there. And Estelle was talking about how you have to trust yourself. Do you trust yourself with the decisions that you make in your life? Do you trust yourself with the way that you say certain things? Estelle was saying, like, realize that you are here to be a light, not to be liked. As somebody who is an ex-people pleaser, I have a really hard time when I feel like I'm being bad, or I'm doing the wrong thing. But the truth is, you gotta stand up for yourself, because nobody else is going to do that for you. So don't be so heartbroken. Whatever happened, it happened how it was supposed to happen, and you're going to be okay. Okay. Don't trust yourself. Trust that you handled the situation the best way that you could handle the situation, and whatever come as a result of that is just a result of that. Okay. Sometimes the good is hidden. This is why the tower is falling. The tower is falling because you have been, and this is why I'm saying about how exciting, because some of you guys are sad about getting laid off of a job that you didn't even like, that you had no passion for, that you were saying was, keeping you away from doing your side hustle, that said that that said that made you feel small, or you was in a relationship that you knew you was supposed to be out of, and now that it's finally over, you just like, but why is it over? Because you knew it was supposed to be over. Because guess what? It's something better here. And this is really what this message is about. This is what the universe and our ancestors want us to know about doubt. Instead of folding your arms and being like, I'm over it, the universe don't like me, this must mean that I'm not meant to have what I'm meant to have, realize that it's coming up for a reason. There may be another opportunity. Sometimes the good is hidden. Sometimes you won't even work towards your dream or work towards your side hustle because of your job. And so God said, oh, you don't have time? Okay, let me take this away. Let me take this job away. And so you can have all the time, all the energy to work on your endeavor. I remember when I first left public accounting, and it was so hard. You do have to stay positive. And I was so hard on myself because I was like, oh, it's public accounting, and it was supposed to be, so elite and all of these other things. And I was like, at first I was beating myself up because I'm just like, oh my God, like I should have had another job by now. But when I stopped beating myself up, that was the summer I finished my book. That was the summer I realized that, oh, I want to be a writer. And it felt so good to create a routine for myself. I would get up, I would walk my dog, I would go have my coffee, I would write my pages. I was creating the life that I wanted to live. And at the end of that summer, I not only had my book, I ended up having a job as well. A message for somebody too. It may be taking you a little bit longer to, secure employment, and you're getting worried and you feel like, oh, does this mean I'm gonna be unemployed forever? No. I want you to, sometimes the good is hidden. I want you to think about, what are those ideas? What are those passion projects that's just been in the back of your mind, but you didn't have time to really put on there? Just clarify it, to go back on there. You said in the past, maybe last week, maybe last month. Remember, time is fluid. Maybe yesterday, you had to walk away from a situation that was no longer fulfilling to you. You may have put a lot of time, a lot of energy in it. You may have been there for 8 years, 10 years. This could be a job. This could be a relationship. This could be a project, right? Let the past be the past. So you're walking away, but we're not walking away with it with a negative attitude. It actually also reminds me of, did y'all watch Black Love? Did y'all watch that docuseries Black Love? And it was this girl who talked about how she met her husband. So this girl she said that, I forgot, it was like this young girl too. Anyways, let me not get focused on that. But basically she was saying that she had broke up with this guy, and this was the first time in her life that she never was sad about it breaking up. Instead, she was just like, oh, this is gonna lead me to my husband. Oh, this is gonna da-da-da-da. Oh, yay, this must mean that I'm about to meet my husband. So all during the breakup, she never was sad about it. She was just happy. She was, maybe she had like her moments of heartbreak, but she was just taking, reframe it. No, this is setting me up. This is getting me ready for somebody. This is getting me ready for my husband. And then eventually she met her husband. So you see what I'm saying? It's like, for some of you guys, it's like, if only you would just switch your energy from being like, this is all I have, or the universe is forgetting about me. It's like, no, boo, nobody forgot about you. You just need to change your mindset. And the moment you change your mindset, bloop, bloop, the idea come in, bloop, you move on. Now you're no longer at the 4 of Cups. You get to go to the 5 of Cups. You get to go to the, you get to move on. Before we move on, I think when bad things happen in our life, and we're human, so that makes sense that we will be like, this must mean that everything is going to be bad. Like, this must mean that I did something wrong or I'm not right. But what if it's like the bad thing, the tower moment is really the universe answering your prayers? Like, that's really a reframe, right? Like, that's really a way to look at it. Like, no, I'm not being punished. This is actually the universe looking out for me, right? All right, so let's just see what could be potentially blocking us from moving past the heartbreak, from moving past these feelings of just being over it. Because I'm gonna be honest, y'all, even though I'm talking positive and I'm trying to get us on the positive side, the cards right here will be negative. Like it talks, it's still like a lot of heavy energy here. You can still see that the residue of this situation is still, it's still hurting you and it's still affecting you. And so that's why I want to know, how can we move past it so that we're not, stuck on this heartbreak? How can we move past this moment of doubt? Last message. Bittersweet. What's under victim? This is so, ooh, y'all look at this. I just want you to see this. So look at this. Victim. You see this? Don't it look like it's a person kind of trapped in an acorn? Look what was under. Look what was under the deck. The Eight of Swords. Talk about clarification. You're feeling trapped, and the tower moment came to untrap you. This tower moment, wherever is bad, wherever has happened, it actually came to untrap you. But you got to change your attitude. You got to change how you're looking at it. So our green card symbolizes our heart chakra. So again, going back to that heartbreak from right here that we're currently dealing with. So for some of you guys, this tower, because of all that time you spent into it, I want you to know that nothing is wasted. Absolutely nothing is wasted. You get back everything you put out in this world, some way, somehow. And so I don't know like how much time you spent on this, but it's not wasted. You're not a victim. The universe did not forget about you. This is actually happening to instill your faith, to show that you got everything that you need. And it's actually, ooh, okay, that's the bittersweet. Sometimes, look at this impatience. All this blue too. Some of you can speak your truth. Some of you are not speaking your truth, and that's blocking your heart. You need to be honest. Some of you got a lot of stuff you got to get off your chest. I'm just gonna speak for myself. Sometimes it's hard to work with God and to trust God when everything's going right, right? Like when everything's going right, you just like, yeah, I mean, how many times do you pray when everything is going right? I personally, I do try to be like, thank you, God. But I'm not, the times that I am deeply in conversation with him, the times when I am deeply, on my knees, crying, begging for help, is when it's bad, is when something has happened. And so for some of you, you have been asking to like show, you've been asking God, you've been asking the universe, like, show me that I can trust you. Show me that you got my back. Show me that all this spiritual stuff is not just woo woo. And so the tower came and you're like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. You're panicking, right? You're like, oh, I'm about to lose something, but you're not about to lose it. This is actually the time where the universe is about to show you, I got your back. It's like the footsteps thing, There's 2 steps to put footsteps the whole way, and then there's only 1 step because God is going to carry you through. This is your period for you to get carried through. You need to see how much the universe don't play about you. You need to see that even in the bad, the universe is conspiring for your good. And so this week, all I want you to do is focus on finding the good. Focus on finding the good. The last message I'm going to read right now is this bittersweet. It's the blue chakra. It's all about our throat chakra. The throat chakra reveal at its core levels of communication. This includes creative focus and your ability to be seen, heard, and understood. Being able to communicate the truth you feel in your heart will bring forth all the positive attributes of these cards. When you deny your heart's knowledge, challenges will present themselves. Again, like I was saying before, Some of you want better jobs. Some of you guys want to change careers, and yet you're so scared to even try, so scared to even venture off. And sometimes when you do that, when you have that internal desire, but you're physically scared, sometimes the universe will just tip that tower over to force you to go after your dream. So I just want you to just be positive, no matter what happened, good, bad, or indifferent. I want you to be positive, okay? Last thing. This is the blue card, November. There's an inner strength here helping you to rise above circumstances and do the right thing. It is time to set aside your personal agenda for the good of the group. The person you are becoming is capable of more than you imagine. The person you are becoming is capable of more than you imagine. All right, let's just go ahead and get into this because this will be the one thing I do and I'm going to be done. A window is open as a door gently closed. A window is open when a door gently closed. We celebrate in the midst of grief. The celebration has been planned for the birthday child. We cannot tell the child that our hearts are not joyous if merriment rules in our home this day, so does sorrow that a child cannot seize. God bless you, departed friend. God bless you, birthday child. Inspiration. The passing of all things is inevitable. Whatever is happening may require release. This card could represent unexpected news. Parents often make difficult decisions not supported by their children. Can I see the strength of the choices of others? Key ideas: hidden blessings, celebrations tempered by sadness, protecting someone, ability to honor news, new horizons. And so I'm going to just leave this message right here. This message is all about for when you're having a moment of doubt, for when that tower may fall, when you got unexpected news. I want you to realize that this unexpected news, though it may shake you at your core, though it may hurt your feelings, it is not here to break you. It is here to get you to the new reality that you said that you wanted, okay? Some of you have to remember that in order to have a new beginning, sometimes we have to have an end, okay? So I am going to leave that message here. I really, truly hope that it was beneficial for you. I hope that it gave you what you need. It kind of gave me what I needed. It confirmed a couple of things. But we're not going to be victims to our circumstances. I really want us this week, whenever anything goes wrong, whenever anything does not go our way, that we try our best to just reframe it, and know that everything is going to be okay, okay? And also, if you do have that moment of doubt, know that it's not the end of the world. It's the moment of doubt. Let me go back to these cards real quick, because this is the moment of doubt. You're going to have a moment of doubt when you have to walk away from something that you have put a lot of time and energy into. And because you put a lot of time and energy into, of course, there's going to be heartbreak. Of course, there's going to be moments when it hurts your feelings, right? But if you could come out of your feelings for just 2 minutes, for just shift your focus for just a day, you may see that this tower moment was coming off to get you closer to your destiny, to help you be untrapped and help you stop being a victim. So don't be bittersweet. Have faith, remove your impatience, and know that everything is going to be okay. All right, that's all the messages I have for you. If you got anything from this reading, please make sure that you comment it down below, whether that is on Substack, whether that is on YouTube, wherever you are watching this, please comment. If you are listening to this on your favorite podcast device, please consider subscribing and go ahead and rating in the podcast 5 stars only. I saw you who gave me 3 stars. I'm coming for you. All right, y'all. Until we meet again, dream those dreams. Never let the internet rush you, and never, ever let someone tell you what you cannot do. I just really want you to know that you're going to be okay. And I come up here as somebody and I share my story because I'm not perfect. I'm not living my quote unquote dream. I'm trying to get there just like you. And I use these cards and I use these readings to get me closer to it. And I do truly feel like I transmuted it. I feel like I did what I needed to do. And so I hope that you have the great rest of your day. I love you. Thank you so much for helping my dreams come true. Now get your ass out there and work on your own. All right. Y'all have a beautiful day. Take care.